It was just a great game. Guys really played hard. They deserved this championship. We did a lot of things in the off season to create this momentum, and just continue to pull each other together. And I just want to just thank these guys. First of all, giving honor to God, giving us this opportunity to coach this great university and give me an opportunity to coach these great student athletes. And it's been a thrill ride. We love Orlando, and we got 3 wins that we needed to get, and now we changed our momentum and our direction and our focus over to the NCAA tournament.
Please raise your hand if you have a question for the players.
This question's for Daniel. I believe it was yesterday I asked you a little bit about how the 4 overtime game against Cincinnati might have propelled you guys, momentum, confidence-wise. Do you guys feel like that played a role? You guys started that game, everyone thought you guys might be tired, but you guys haven't let up since.
Oh, yeah, I want to thank God as well first. And yeah, we just continue to build on that momentum from Cincinnati to Temple to Memphis, 3 great teams in our conference, and we just continue to build that momentum, and it all paid off at the end.
Omar, this is for you guys. You guys were on the team when they won the national championship 2 years ago. You guys are going back. What does it mean to get back to the NCAA tournament?
Well, for me, it means a lot. It's been a long time, it feels like. Last year was disappointing, but we knew from the start of the season we was going to work extremely hard to, get back to the top. So, we definitely embracing this moment. All the praise goes to God, and we just want to make sure that we stay focused and the journey's not done.
Sean, obviously you guys have been through a lot of these battles throughout your career, throughout UConn history. How much did you rely on that as Memphis was coming back to bring that lead back out and finish this game off?
Well, we've had leads before, and the team that we're playing will make a run. But we just wanted to stay mentally and physically tough and know that we needed a key stop at whatever point in time in the game, and we got those and we got the wins.
With Omar, Philip, you guys been there before. Is there anything that you said to some of the younger guys that haven't been there to kind of help them, give them a little bit of insight of what it's going to be like going through each round?
Pretty much it's a long season, and you just got to stay focused because you never know what's going to happen. You just got to be ready for the fight.
Sean, this question for you. When a couple of the other big men on the team obviously got into foul trouble, a couple other guys, what did you take it upon yourself to kind of keep the guys rallied when Memphis was making that run back into the game?
I just wanted to do the best I could to not foul and just play, whatever I needed to do for the team. Obviously, it was beat a 5 and just hold down the fort, whatever, was needed. And I gave up a couple baskets, but we ended up getting the win.
This is for Daniel. Daniel, I know I remember last year at this time in the locker room of the XL Center what a difficult moment that was for you, and I was wondering your thoughts a year later. Obviously, the result that you kind of vowed then that you were going to get.
Oh yeah, definitely. We want to. Last year we came here and we came up short, so this year we just wanted to come in and make sure, we wanted, especially we wanted to emphasize today, make sure we came in, was focused, and not taking Memphis lightly, and then we came out with a lot of intensity and came out with a victory.
You guys have played a lot of games in a short amount of time, and I'm sure at some point fatigue sets in, but if you see the likes of Ray Allen and Rip Hamilton and Shabazz Napier come back and support you, how big of a boost is that for you as a team?
That's a pretty big boost. They pretty much set the stage. They've done so much for the program, and you kind of don't want to let those guys down. But at the same time, you're playing for each other. You're playing for your brothers, and you're playing to get to the NCAA tournament and to go far in the NCAA tournament. So I think not just playing for them, but at the same time, we were playing for each other.
last couple days.
Guys, you held them to 23% in the first half on defense. What did Coach Ollie tell you guys in the beginning to get you guys focused on defense?
It's really been our focus all year, just locking down on defense and getting stops and stringing together stops in a row. So, I mean, we did a good job of that, and then once you get the stop, you got to get the rebound and push, and we also did that.
Omar, how important was the bench today, given the foul trouble and everything that's going on?
The bench was definitely important. Every game, coach tells us to stay ready, tells everyone to stay ready. We don't need everyone. So, you know, me in particular, I just, you know, always make sure I'm staying focused and ready whenever my number's called. You know, along with, you know, everyone else, everyone was staying focused. Steve, Anita, everyone that came out and contributed a lot to the game.
This question is for Sean and Daniel. The last 3 games here in the tournament, you all, both of you, pretty much played the roles of Batman and Superman for the team. How do you all think that that's going to carry over into the tournament, and how much time do you actually take to enjoy this moment before focusing on where you go next?
Which one of us is Batman?
We just basically gotta enjoy it for today, you know, and then we right back at it tomorrow. I know I'm gonna go in the gym and get some shots up because, you know, Colorado, we gotta go in there, we gotta take care of business, and we gotta just take it one game at a time and one day at a time, and prepare right, make sure we get a lot of fluids because we played a lot of minutes, and just continue to make sure we're ready to play.
Questions for Daniel. There was a time there in the first half you guys went off 14-1 run, held them scoreless for over 4 minutes. Was there anything that you guys knew about Memphis potentially coming in that allowed you guys to do that? And then how much of a momentum booster was it to be able, in a big game, to do that so early?
We know it as a defensive team. Our offense has been struggling throughout the whole season. It's been up and down. So, you know, for us to hold them to 14-1 run is, you know, not surprising because, you know, we play defense, but we just got to make sure we're in the gym consistently and make sure our offense is clicking on all cylinders and make sure we execute and just continue to keep playing defense.
Dane, trying to kind of piggyback off of the question before last. Some people watch basketball more than others away from their own. Have you seen anything about Colorado, heard anything about Colorado and what they do?
I haven't got a chance to really watch them a lot. Besides when my brother played them, I haven't got a chance to really watch them. But I'll make sure, you know, we'll watch film on them and know what they like to do, because it's not like conference where we can go in and scout our opponents. So I got to go and watch film, you know, meet up with Dave, one of the film guys, and make sure I know their tendencies and know what they like to do.
Any other questions for the players? Thank you, gentlemen, and congratulations. Questions for Coach Ollie? Please raise your hand.
Coach, this program has a lot of history in basketball, most of it being in the Big East. You guys have been in this game 3 years in a row. How's it feel for the program, for yourself, to finally get that first American Conference championship?
It feels great. You know, I haven't won a conference championship yet. In my tenure as a head coach, win the first one with this group, with all the ups and downs this season, it really makes it all worthwhile. So I'm really happy for our university. I'm really happy for our new AD and president. You know, I'm really so happy for these guys, these players, because, you know, they've been scrutinized a lot. And for them to come together like they did and play so hard for these 3 games and, you know, and going for overtime, it just really shows our toughness, our resiliency, and, you know, what UConn is made about. And they're really breathing that right now. And, you know, I thank God for them.
Just to kind of piggyback on that a little bit, Coach, I saw you making the rounds, going to all the different fans and people that are a part of the program that made it seem like you really wanted to have them a part of that, and just being able to have that UConn community all the way down here in Orlando, it almost seemed like a home game for you guys.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, I heard the ovation when we got when we got called out for starting lineups, and you know, I'm just seeing all our alumni come back, and you know, I had the opportunity to spend some lot of time with Ray, and you know, see Shabazz. Shabazz got, you know, here at 7:30 this morning from a flight from Portland, you know, and to come here to our game, it just means the world to me. And then to see all our fans, our support that we have, that's what UConn's all about. That's UConn Nation, and you know, I love them to death. And, you know, and them are the true fans. You know, we have some fans that's a little fair weather, you know, but the true fans know what the Huskies do, and you know, we might have some ups and downs, but you know, at the end of the day, we're gonna play our hearts out. So I really believe in the true fans that really loves this program. No matter what we're going through, they stay with us and they stay in a very supportive mood. And you know, I'm just really proud to be their head coach. And you know, it's just it's a long season, and you know, like I said, it's no good or bad days. It's all about character building days. So you know, I just really want to thank, you know, our guys, because you know, they hear me preaching all the time. So they can easily tune me out and shut me down, but they never did. And, you know, we always stuck together. And, you know, that's a beautiful thing, and it makes champions.
Coach, midway through the second half, Omar hit a big shot, big three-pointer, and when Memphis was making a run. How crucial is it to have those guys like Omar and Philip, guys who've been around when you guys won a national title a couple of years ago, to have them to make those kind of shots?
Yeah, it's not only that. That's a great, you know, observation, but it's also great to have them in the locker room too, when we was going through our struggles, because you know, they was there in that locker room. We lost by 33 to Louisville, and we won the national championship after that. And you know, I know they was telling the guys out there, SMU, we're gonna be all right. And you know, they came through in a big way. You know, I put Phil in the starting lineup. You know, he relished that opportunity. And then Omar has been, I mean, I always say, like an unpaid coach. Just right there, you know, even when he's not playing, he's right there cheering his teammates on. I can feel his energy in the huddle. And I guess you can say I'm the fault of him going like this all the time. So I guess I got to call his name or call his number a little bit more. So I guess he's telling me that when he make a three. So I'm glad he's out there with us. I'm glad he's battling. He's been through a lot these 4 years. And just to see him step up in that moment. And he's been huge in some big games for us this year. Ohio State, games like that we need. He's been terrific. So, you know, he's going to be always a fan favorite here. He's going to have a special, special place in my heart. And I'm very sad for him to leave.
Coach, I saw you on the court. I saw you on the court embrace Shabazz, and it reminded me of, you know, when you guys got hot and, you know, started clicking on all cylinders. Do you see any similarities between that team and this team now going forward?
Yeah, I think we're just playing our best basketball right now. You know, we're clicking, playing great defense. Guys are stepping up and making good shots. You know, that team, 2014, they really started understanding their roles at the end. And it took a game like Louisville for them to understand that. And, you know, Bo Wright came to me, you know, before one practice, before the tournament, was like, Coach, I just want to play defense. And I was like, what? I just never heard Bo say that. I just want to play defense. But that was like the mindset that we had. And everybody just fell in their roles. And, you know, Rodney is doing a beautiful job of like putting them on the best player. You know, he did a phenomenal job on Cozy. Durant was getting off a lot in this tournament. We put him on him. And he's really giving us that ball pressure and kind of cutting that head off the snake. So, you know, we're just going to keep feeding off of this. Daniel's playing great basketball right now. And, you know, we're just feeding off the momentum. But, I mean, it's just a, you know, it's a special time of year. Our fans love this time of year. I love it as a coach. I've been, you know, fortunate to be a part of 2 national championships in the last 5 years. And this is real special to win this conference tournament. We've been maligned a lot, you know, out there in people's minds about not doing well in the conference and things like that. But our conference is very, very difficult. It's a lot of travel in our conference. So it's not, we're making no excuses, but our conference is tough. And to come out here is very gratifying to the players. You know, it's very gratifying to our true fans too.
Any early thoughts on Colorado? Was that one of the teams you thought was maybe in your range and about being?
I I wasn't even thinking about it. We wasn't even in a tournament where people were saying. So I just came down here just focused on, winning every possession. Not even winning every game, winning every possession. Really getting these guys ready to play. So that was my mindset. My coaching staff, I told y'all this, I got the best coaching staff in America. So we're going to get prepared. They're going to break down the tape. I'm going to be right in the war room with them. We actually call it a situation room. So we're going to be in a situation room. We're going to probably pull a couch in there and kind of pull a couple all-nighters and get ready for Colorado. And, hopefully we can get through that one.
Yeah, are you right now playing kind of the way you wish you had been playing all season? Is this kind of like, the style of play and everything that you wanted to do? And just getting out of league play too, with all the familiarity, is that a good thing as well, just to get out of the league and play a team you haven't?
I mean, to answer your first question, I just think, basketball team is like a puzzle. You get a puzzle and you look at in front of the puzzle, it's like a beautiful picture on it. You open up the box, there's all kind of different pieces in it. So if you isolate every piece, you're like, that piece don't fit nothing. Well, that piece is big, that piece don't fit nothing. But when you put it all together, it becomes a beautiful puzzle. So you got to take it day by day. You can't isolate bad times. You can't isolate, past shooting days, or, I'm the worst coach, or our players are the worst players. You can't isolate those things. You got to make sure you continue to, perform through struggles and put that puzzle together. And this is our first puzzle, and it's a beautiful puzzle right now. But everybody looked at that box and we got this team. Oh, this is the greatest team. Oh, we're going to the Final 8. No, it's just a box. You got to put the pieces together. So we put the pieces together right. I love us playing our best basketball now. Now we're about to write another chapter going to the NCAA tournament. But it's a process through this. I mean, I've been through it. It's a process. I'm not going to get too high. I'm not going to get too down. I'm going to just continue the process and trust in it. And I just know our strength comes from struggles. I had struggles my whole life. My strength comes from that.
Kevin, you answered part of it already, but so much of your philosophy is day-to-day building and stuff. And then something like when Jalen hits Friday, it just changes everything potentially in the season. How do you fit that in your own coaching spirit and coaching mind when you're building, and all of a sudden, like a miracle comes?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, a wonderful shot, but, we had to be in that situation to get that shot. I mean, there's a lot of players stepped up, a lot of things stepped up in our favor, and, the guys just stayed together. And if you don't stay together, you're never going to get that moment. It's never going to arrive if you don't stay together. So I was just so proud of those guys staying together, and that's the fine line. If that shot didn't go in, we the worst team. We was, not qualified to make the NCAA tournament. Everybody was going to say that, but we knew we had a good team. We're going to play to the final whistle, to the final second, and Coach Calhoun taught us that. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he taught us, and that's what we try to breathe through our players.
Kevin, what does it say about Daniel's growth in his game that he was able to overcome this? He had a rough shooting day today, but he was still impactful, almost had another triple-double today, most outstanding player of the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, he just played great. I mean, I know the young man's legs are tired. I mean, I played him, I think, 55 minutes, 56 minutes, 55. Then I played him pretty much the whole game against our next opponent. And then, he came out and played in the championship game against Memphis. So, I mean, and everybody is geared to stop him. And then he's doing everything, rebounding, he's getting assists. So, credit him staying with his team, and he's just really, really maturing right now. He's staying focused. He's getting really prepared for each and every game, different than I've seen. He's changing his routine a little bit, and you can see with his focus in the game. Because I hate taking one of my best players out and benching him. I don't want to do that late in the season. So, and I told him when he plays like that, he makes my job a lot easier. I can sit back and relax. People don't have to see the scrunched up face and all that stuff. They can see my beautiful smile. My mother says that, not me. My mother says that.
Kevin, what's the difference with the guys in their mindset now as opposed
when you go into the ups and downs? Is there anything different in your mindset as far as
Not
determination,
really.
confidence?
Not really. We got confidence. I mean, it was just some trying times through the season, and you know they kept playing. And you know you've been here throughout the whole season. Every time we had a downtime, they recovered very, very well, and they came in and played, and they've been doing excellent practice in the film rooms, and it was just about a matter of time. And you know the guys really stepped up this week. I'm very proud of this team. I'm very, very proud of this team.
Coach, you said you mentioned how tough this conference has been and the different level teams that you have in here. How does that prepare you for the NCAA tournament going forward, the teams that you all might not have seen this year?
Yeah, it prepares us very well. We got a lot of teams that play different styles. You know, a lot of our teams in this conference play zone, so we've seen a lot of zone this past year. Some teams play pressure. We play a little bit of both. And then when you go out of conference, you know, they haven't seen you either. And we just want to bring our style on the road. I think our style travels very, very well because we play defense. And like I say, I keep bringing his name up. That's what Coach Calhoun, you know, built in us. You know, you play defense, and that allows us to win championships. And that's what we hang our hats on at University of Connecticut. And I think that travels well. No matter where we at, we're going to play defense. We're going to give our offense an opportunity to step up.
Kevin, at the beginning of the season, when you brought your group of guys down here into this building for Media Day, did you have them, you know, with the court set up and everything, did you have them envision coming back here in mid-March and cutting down the nets? And how long will you let these guys enjoy this before you guys move forward?
No, we didn't do that. We was down at Media Day. You know, they knew we was going to come down here for the tournament. You know, they love the arena, but Media Day is no fun. You know, they was having a great time interacting with their brothers and also interacting with the other players on other teams. But, you know, at the end of the day, when we go back, you know, every time after Media Day, your competitive juices are flowing because summertime, you don't see the head coaches. You don't see the players. So when we get back, we like, yeah, we're ready to practice. We know season's about to start. Know the conference about to get going. And, you know, it's just an awesome feeling, you know, to come back here. You know, I didn't play in this building, but I played in Orlando to see a lot of, you know, old friends. You know, it was a special feeling for me to, you know, win this conference tournament here in Orlando.
Coach, a lot of teams talk about, go through adversity, come out of it, you come better. But not every team is able to come out of it. When you do your recruiting and everything, do you look for guys who will be battle tested and will be ready to go through the storm, with you guys and be able to come out on the other end?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's not perfect. We got different guys, and we had 2 fifth-year seniors that came in this year. So, you know, it's tough, not having them being a part of being a freshman, sophomore. They had to come in, and it took a little transition for those guys to really get their voice in the locker room and on the court. But that's something that you work through, and that's something that I really relish as a coach, bringing the unit together. And I just love the way we play. And, adversity is what builds us. And like I say, I've had lecture over lectures with these guys on adversity and being tough. And, I just think that's what really makes us go at University of Connecticut. Our pillar in our program is recovery. You're going to have to be able to recover from mistakes. You're going to have to be able to self-correct. And I think those guys are really getting that right now.
Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you so much.